With Washington also being Israeli-occupied territory, they have every base covered. Little wonder why the Palestine Solidarity Movement has not had the slightest impact on U.S. policy in all the years it's been in existence. Within the left in general, and within the organized opposition to Israel's crimes against the Palestinians and Lebanese peoples, there are similar limits. The parameters in which Israel and its friends in America may be legitimately criticized, without the critic being stigmatized by being called an anti-Semite, have been adapted from misinformation concerning Israel-U.S. relations that has advanced over the years largely by Professor Noam Chomsky. In The Fateful Triangle, Chomsky didn't spare words describing atrocities committed by Israel during the 1982 war in Lebanon, but in a clever bait and switch, he placed the ultimate blame for those crimes not on Israel, but on the U.S. for providing the weapons to commit those crimes. A possible reason for Chomsky placing the blame for Israel's crimes at the foot of Washington and the willingness of Israel's critics inside and outside of the Jewish community to accept it is that the alternative is something a few of them, at least publicly, will acknowledge, that those responsible for the plight of the Palestinians were the Zionist Jews and their supporters around the world. Most critics of Israel, Jews and non-Jews, don't want to acknowledge Jewish culpability for the Nakba because the notion of blaming the Jews has an ugly historical precedent, and they share the fear of provoking anti-Semitism. Thus, on the altar of protecting Jewish sensibilities, the oppression of the Palestinians continues, as does AIPAC's occupation of Congress. In 1991, speaking in Berkeley, Chomsky was asked by an Iraqi American in the audience about the role of the Israel lobby in pushing George Bush Sr. to attack Iraq in 1991. To the loud applause of his fans in the audience, Chomsky said the lobby played no role. It wasn't true, but it was what they wanted to hear. I believe these historical errors and omissions on Chomsky's part are not accidental any more than those of Goodman or Bennis. We have to answer them with the truth, and this conference is a way to begin. Thank you very much.